Welcome back, everyone. Today we're covering the misconduct hearing involving DC Gordon Irikefe, which took place on Thursday, February 20th, 2025. This case stems from an incident on April the 17th, 2024, when DC Irikefe was involved in a highly publicized event during a football match in Munich. He was arrested for committing a masking offense, wearing a balaclava and sunglasses inside the Allianz Arena. But that's not all. He was also captured on CCTV throwing a pyrotechnic in the stadium, potentially endangering public safety. The hearing was to determine if his actions breached the standards of professional behavior, and if so, what consequences should follow.
So, we're talking about an officer not only breaking the law in another country, but doing it in a way that could have seriously hurt people. Throwing a firework inside a stadium is absolutely moronic. It's putting people at risk. And it doesn't matter if he's off duty or not. He's a police officer. And to think he thought he could get away with this just shows the kinds of people the Met are hiring. But this is exactly the kind of conduct that destroys public trust in the police. It's bad enough that he acted this way. But here's the dead horse I keep flogging in every video. The panel waited a year to even hold the hearing. A year. And then they only took action because it became public. Why does it take so long to act on clear breaches of conduct, like this? The police are supposed to be the ones keeping us safe, but what happens when they're the ones who are a danger?
The hearing was held in private, primarily due to the proximity of an upcoming football banning order, FBO hearing. No formal representation was made on his behalf. However, the facts were clear. The appropriate authority, represented by Lucy Moinon, presented evidence that DC Irikefe admitted to committing the offense in Germany. The CCTV footage showed him lighting and throwing the pyrotechnic, which violated both German law and the standards of professional behavior. The panel deliberated on these points before reaching their decision.
Wait, what? A hearing held before a court case? Let me firstly applaud the panel. But while I am applauding the panel for not waiting, I've got to say, this isn't the kind of case where we should just let an officer disappear into the background. And sorry, but can we talk about how long this took to resolve? A year. This could have been sorted out the moment they saw the footage. But instead, we get a year-long wait for a decision. Why is it that when the public screws up, things get dealt with immediately, but officers, they get to drag their heels and hide behind delays? That's not fairness, that's privilege.
The panel reviewed the evidence and found that DC Irikefe's actions amounted to gross misconduct. His behavior was deemed a serious violation of the standards of professional behavior, specifically under discreditable conduct, as his actions had the potential to bring disrepute to the Metropolitan Police. Despite his actions taking place off-duty and abroad, the panel agreed that officers are expected to uphold the law at all times, and his conduct did not meet the standards expected from a serving police officer.
No surprise there. An officer who threw a firework inside a stadium. He endangered people. And I hope, despite admitting to it, he faces the harshest penalty possible. If a regular person did this, they'd be facing serious criminal charges. And so should he. While I'm not a fan of the hearing being behind closed doors, I have to give credit where credit is due, and this panel got it right.
After deliberation, the panel found that DC Irikefe's actions were serious enough to be classified as gross misconduct. They considered mitigating factors, his otherwise good record, and the fact that he was off duty at the time, but decided the most appropriate action was dismissal without notice, alongside being placed on the College of Policing's barred list, preventing him from working in law enforcement again.
Good. This was reckless, public endangerment, and it should have led to immediate dismissal with the harshest penalties. But waiting over a year to see an officer who broke the law like this face the consequences, that's still too long. This system needs fixing. The panel should have acted faster.
So that's the case of DC Gordon Irikefe, a police officer found guilty of misconduct after engaging in dangerous and reckless behavior at a football match. The panel dismissed him without notice and placed him on the barred list, meaning he can no longer work in law enforcement. Do you think the panel's decision was fair, or should he have been fired immediately? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
I've got to ask, why did it take over a year to even hold the hearing? If the police want to keep the public's trust, they need to move faster when stuff like this happens. I hope DC Irikefe faces the criminal consequences for what he did. I still feel like the whole system is built to protect these officers, and the only reason this one moved so fast was because it was covered by news outlets. That needs to change. Accountability isn't just about getting rid of the bad apples. It's about making sure they're held to the same consequences we all are. Let us know what you think, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates. Stay informed, stay aware, and always remember, accountability matters.